Hi everyone, the question is, let S1 be the sum of areas of squares whose sides are parallel to coordinate axis. Let S2 be the sum of areas of the slanted squares as shown in the figure. Then S1 by S2 is equal to what? Now there are infinitely many such squares. The length of this biggest square whose sides are parallel to coordinate axis is A, and this would be A by 2. So that means, and this would also be A by 2. This would also be A by 2. So that means length of, or rather side of this first slanted square or biggest slanted square would be what? It would be A by 2 times root 2, or you may say A by root 2. Yeah. So S1 would be what? S1 would be A square plus, and S2 would be A by root 2 whole square plus. Now if you see carefully, there are infinitely many such squares. S1 would be A square plus so and so forth, S2 would be A by root 2 whole square plus so and so forth. And just by very simple understanding and intuition, you can clearly say that S1 by S2 would essentially be A square by A by root 2 whole square, which is essentially 2. And A is the answer. Why? Because the same ratio would repeat in upcoming squares also. Like this is A by root 2, so you may say this is A by 2 root 2, and so is this A by 2 root 2. So what about this? This is root 2 times A by 2 root 2, or that means it is A by 2. So that means the sides of the subsequent squares of the same category are becoming half. Like here it is A, then it is A by 2, then next it will be A by 4, so and so forth. And if this is A by root 2, then it will become A by 2 root 2, A by 4 root 2, so and so forth. So you have A by 2 whole square, A by 4 whole square, so and so forth. Yeah, and here you have A by 2 root 2 whole square, A by 4 root 2 whole square, so and so forth. Yeah. Or if you see, the biggest square is having side length A, the next biggest square, which is slant, is having side length A by root 2. The next biggest square, which is which has sides parallel to coordinate axis, is having side length A by 2. So that means the sides are just getting divided by root 2. That way also you can understand. So A by root 2, A by 2, A by 2 root 2, A by 4, A by 4 root 2, so and so forth. Yeah. So what about S1? S1 is basically infinite GP. First term is A square, and the common ratio is 1 by 4. So this essentially becomes what? 4A square by 3. And what about S2? S2 has first term A square by 2 and common ratio is 1 by 4. So you have what? 3 by 4. 2A square by 3. So by this understanding also, you can say S1 by S2 is essentially what? 4A square by 3 divided by 2A square by 3. So it is 2. Yeah, which we had got earlier itself by simple understanding observation. So A is the answer. Thanks for listening.